Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up thank you. The Young and the Restless, Claire reveals her plan to Kyle, Maria runs away from Tessa in tears, and Billy pivots. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In Chancellor Park, Kyle asks Claire what a campaign to win over her grandfather would look like. She suggests they have to prove to him how strong their love is and how committed they are. He's skeptical. Claire asks Kyle if he's unwilling to make the effort. Reminding her of how much he loves her, Kyle explains that he doesn't know what he can do to convince Victor. It's likely there's nothing either of them can do. Claire thinks her grandfather just needs the chance to hang out with them as a couple when he doesn't have his defenses up. Then he could see how happy they make each other. They could bring him on a picnic with Harrison. It may take a lot of picnics, but they can wear him down like waves against a rock. Kyle loves her optimism but can't see this working. There has to be an answer, she insists, repeating that they just need Victor to see the love. Kyle remains unconvinced. He's an abbot, and that means he will always be seen as an enemy. He can't understand why Claire is so dead set on this. She's an adult, and everyone in their families already supports them. She explains that when she was learning about her family, Victor's story of rising from being an orphan to building a powerful company and having a family resonated with her. When she finally met him and felt his love, she gained a sense of belonging that she never had and didn't think she deserved. Victor's hate runs as deep as his love, and there's no greater hate than his hate for the Abbotts, Kyle reminds her. The man works relentlessly to destroy his family. He points out Victor just threatened him, ordered him not to buy Adam's apartment, and to stay away from her. When there's that much rage, how could love be enough to change his mind? However, seeing how important this is to her, he will try. Claire tells Kyle that Nikki said that this isn't just about Victor being a threat. It may be best for them to slow things down. He's confused to hear Nikki advise them not to move in together. Claire assures him she's on their side, but thinks they need to go slower because jumping into this will only make it worse. Kyle worries that they will be giving in to Victor's demands. He complains that it feels like there are 3 people in this relationship. They should be making decisions based on what's right for them, not on Victor and his moods. When Kyle assures her he will do anything for her, Claire says that the rest of the challenge is falling on him. Phyllis claims the only reason she was excited about it was because they would be working together. Now it's over and Billy will be going down, especially since he's decided to replace me with his girlfriend, she says. When Daniel says Sally is talented, Phyllis dismisses her as only being talented at placing pillows on couches and getting jobs from her boyfriends. Phyllis says Sally can run something that is already on autopilot, but Abbott Communications will require the ability to think outside the box. Sally will fail and Billy will come begging for Phyllis to return, but she's moved on. Daniel hopes Phyllis is sincere about moving on, but is nervous about what she has planned next. Assuring him that all her goals are positive, his mother explains that they all have to do with him. She wants them to find a new direction together. Daniel suggests they simply keep each other posted on their progress instead. Phyllis says they don't need Billy and his stupid company, they can build an empire of their own. Doing what exactly? He asks. When she tries joking about starting a communications company, he doesn't laugh. Moving her hands around, she suggests they feel it out and figuring it out will be half the fun. As long as her son is by her side, she's good. Daniel doesn't think Phyllis has heard a word he said. He loves her, but they both have work to do on themselves before they should think about what's next professionally, let alone consider building an empire. Phyllis disagrees. Finding a purpose is the best way to fight off your demons. Her son suggests she's sounding desperate. I need to feel relevant, she says. She also wants Daniel to thrive the way Summer is. She wants to help him find a purpose. Daniel repeats that he's in no place emotionally to consider what is next. He's still grieving Heather and can't yet move on. His mom suggests he's feeling. Sensing she will not let this go, Daniel tells her that if she finds something that inspires her, she can bring it to him. If it sparks something, he may consider it. Phyllis is up for that challenge and promises to bring back fire to get them to start a new life. Maria sits by the overlook in the park and stares into space as Tessa jogs up to her. She's been looking for her and knows she likes to come up there when she needs to think. Tessa asks when she will let her in and tell her what's wrong. She thinks her wife is avoiding her. Mariah has been leaving for work early and coming home late, avoiding their breakfasts and not even reading to Aria. I'm just tired. I'm busy, Mariah claims. Her wife guesses something has happened, and she doesn't trust her enough to tell her. They used to share everything and now she can't stand to look at her. Tessa wonders if this is about her wanting Mariah to give Ian a second chance. Mariah will admit that it is about Ian and all the twisted things he did to her. She thought she was okay, but seeing him brought it all back. Learning that she was the reason he returned made it all worse. Tessa reminds her that she was a victim too. Maria's sick of hearing that. Tessa says Ian was evil and did evil. Mariah feels like she's been weak. She never saw Ian for who he was and what he was capable of because she was so needy and broken. Don't say that, Tessa urges, reminding her of how kind and generous she can be. She assumes she's shut her out for urging her to forgive Ian and exposing their life to that monster. Tearful Tessa says she will apologize for the rest of her life. If she can't forgive her, maybe they can try therapy. Taking Tessa's hand, Mariah tells her she's not the one who needs to be forgiven. As tears run down Maria's face, Tessa begs her wife to tell her what it is. No matter how bad it is, she can tell her because she loves her. They can get through this as they get through everything. I'm sorry, Mariah sobs, rushing away. Sitting on the bench alone, Tessa stares and listens to the birds. Daniel drifts by and jokes they should have a jam session since they are both so bluesy. Realizing how upset she is, he asks if she's okay. She bursts into tears and starts sobbing on his shoulder. Billy joins Sally as she sits at society and fills her in on the conversation he had with Victor, who was spewing the same garbage as always. She's not surprised that he was resorting to the usual threats. Sally points out they already have Phyllis, Adam, and Victor coming at them. Billy doubts Phyllis is a threat and dismisses Adam as predictable. Spectra says they should ignore them all. He agrees, but there's a chance for them to avoid any attack. Victor offered not to start a media war if he'd tell them all he knows about Aristotle Dumas' plans for Chancellor. This is no surprise to Sally. Billy explains that Victor's proposition helped him realize that Dumas was out to use him too. His eyes are wide open. Victor slipped up and showed that he's concerned about Dumas. That is something he can use to his benefit, and there will be no risk. He can use what he knows to pit Victor and Dumas against each other and let them duke it out over Chancellor. Billy can see Sally's not loving this idea. She asks if this means he's willing to let go of Chancellor. Billy claims Chancellor was only a means to take Victor down. Watching him go down in flames is worth the risk to him. Sally makes him confirm that he is committed to Abbott Communications and will not take Chancellor back even if it is offered to him. He promises Chancellor is not his endgame. It's time for Victor to get what he deserves and he'll be happy to watch from a distance. Sally says, "We're in this together and it's going to be one hell of a ride." They kiss, and Phyllis is standing beside them. She's been eavesdropping. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Young and Restless official news channel and stay with us.